What's going on, guys? Take a look at that beautiful wall of green. Most of the crypto market is looking positive on the day. This is a nice change of pace as we've been seeing the markets tend to struggle a little bit more here, and we're not out of the neck of the woods yet. I do want to clarify that. I'm still in the same sentiment space as I've been saying in my previous videos, where we're on the verge of seeing a further decline. So it is nice to see some green. We can celebrate a little bit, but we're not out of those woods yet. So I do really want to stress that to you guys. Before I get further into the video, of which I'm also going to be sharing a little bit of an update on SafeMoon itself too, I want to let you guys know that I have a video that I'm excited to share with you tomorrow morning that is chronicling my journey for passive income. I have officially passed the $1,000 a month in passive income earnings with that project. It's a separate crypto project I've done 4 episodes on so far. That'll be episode number 5. Let's go ahead and get started with this now. All right. Taking a look over here, we can see Bitcoin is up 2.19%. Ethereum is up 1%, a little bit more than that. BNB is up over 1%. XRP hanging out at about 0.5%. Solana's up 1.68%. The big mover for the day is this DORA token, up 50.45%. I'm hoping that my audio sounds a lot better, by the way. I changed on the dial. I did a little bit of research online, and it looks like I'm hopefully talking into the right part of my microphone. So let me know if you guys like the sound of my microphone now compared to my previous videos. Looking over here at Bitcoin, we do see that nice little green candle up about 2.5%, like we were talking about over here on Coin360. It's only identifying it at about 2.2%, but with Bitcoin over on Bitstamp, it's up 2.5. So remember, each trading platform is going to have a slight difference in the price movements, as they do have those trades oftentimes taking place off-chain. But anyways, so we're seeing a nice little green candle on here. We are hanging above the $25,300 price level support line, distancing ourselves a little bit more with that, but we do see that the 50 and the 200 moving averages are continuing to converge together, and over the course of the next couple of days, it looks like we are having a very high chance of these two crossing over. What we would like to see ideally is that yellow line, the 200, continue to flatline out, but then this green line to significantly flatline out. Maybe it can dodge it. It can get really close, but come flat and then start to curve back up. That would be the ideal situation, given what we're seeing here for past trends. I'm a bit concerned that that's not what's going to end up happening, but we still have a little bit of an opportunity there. Now for Ethereum has already had the death cross. So this 50 over the 200 moving average. If Bitcoin decides it wants to make a significant rally, that could potentially invalidate this trend pattern. It is really important to take note that when you look at trend patterns, they're not 100% guarantee. They're a higher probability of instances happening than not, and that's based on historical trends. So you take a look at the patterns, and then you can equate those oftentimes to say, oh, this is 60%, 65% of the time, those kinds of numbers, that when this set pattern happens, then this happens. And so that's where we say that this trend pattern is looking bullish or bearish, but by no means is this stuff 100% guarantee. There's other factors that can come in. Imagine you have an absolutely bullish indicator, right? And it's saying that we have everything that is lined up to say that this is about to take off. And you could say, oh, we got like 20 different indicators that are all positive. This is the most bullish we've ever seen. And then all of a sudden you get some crazy news that comes out from the Federal Reserve or government regulation or an exploit. There's a major hack. There's a collapse of a blockchain, right? Somebody stole funds. All those kinds of things can happen, and we can't predict those things. So looking over at Ethereum, we can see that it's at $1,652. And with that, we do have the bottom of the wick for the day, not quite tapping this key level support line at 1,615, but it did get fairly close. So think about that also as you're looking at everything here. There was a moment during the day where it was further in the red, but it has since bounced back a little bit. Also, the volume on this, not that great. We're still pretty low by comparison. If we zoom out here a bit, you can see it compared to some of these other levels. So ideally, we want to see this continue moving up. If it can manage to break above around 1,725, then we're looking pretty prime. I would be looking at passing above that level of resistance, then trying to get above this level back on August 29th at 1745, basically 1750. It makes sense because the psychological level of every 250 is another key element that comes into play with trading. And then after that, crossing over the 50 moving average, wherever that point is during that point in time. Right now it's at 1,768, but as you guys can see, it's declining every day. So it'll be easier to cross above that level if this decides it wants to make a run up. And then after that would be around 1,800, which is what we're seeing pretty flat lined out here on the 200 moving average. Now moving over to BNB, we're on a second day of green candles here. And with that one, we have been inside of this death channel, this death cross, I should say, for quite a long time. This is going all the way back from June 16th. So ideally, we would see this start to make its climb up and make a crossover event that could have a significant rally for BNB. That would absolutely make me happy. I'm sure that would make a lot of other people happy. There's been a lot of controversy over BNB, over Binance in particular, and how they've been handling things, and issues with registrations of securities with the SEC, etc. So that is something that still is looming over, that's kind of giving a hindrance on the growth of BNB, right? If we have any sort of resolutions that come up with that, or progress being made, then we likely could see another significant push up for BNB. But other than that, I think BNB's price at the moment, from what I'm observing, is largely relying upon what is happening with Ethereum and with that of Bitcoin. Now, moving on over to SafeMoon, some news there. So they have launched a new token on the SafeMoon swap. This is Movieplex Films. I have done a video on this in the past. It was quite a while ago. Movieplex, the first film NFT service for independent creators, is now live on the SafeMoon swap via Polygon. You can go through the SafeMoon swap for this. The highlights: making independent films globally accessible for creators and filmgoers, a community of independent filmmakers with full creative control of content and pricing. Purchased movie NFTs are viewable on demand from your wallet in HD quality. And then you can get curious, and they provide the link to give you a little bit more information. So there you go. There's a new token that's launched over on the SafeMoon swap. Now, what about SafeMoon's price itself? SafeMoon on the Binance Smart Chain is down 0.36%. You have $18,000 in buy volume versus $30,000 in sell volume. Did have a green day yesterday. SafeMoon on the Ethereum side, red candle yesterday, red here on the day. You're seeing a pretty heavy sell side. It's down 1.43%, but you got $69 in buy volume only, and there's $11,000 in sell volume. Now, SafeMoon with Polygon is pretty evened out. It's down 0.84% on the day. You have $2,300 in buy volume, $3,300 in sell volume. Red candle yesterday, red candle on the day. Looking at the order book as of the time of me recording this video, most of the transactions that have happened as of recent appear to be that of buy orders. Then moving over to Blockbusters Tech. Blockbusters Tech is up 5.01%. You have a green candle today, red candle yesterday. The last 2 days pretty flatlined out. You can see that the level of volume is essentially the same every day here over the last 3 days. You have $3,900 in buy volume, $1,600 in sell volume. And there we go. There are the latest price moves in cryptocurrency. Once again, I do have a video that's going up tomorrow morning where I am doing episode number 5 in my journey to get passive income. I'm just now passing above the $1,000 a month level. I'll explain more details in that video if you guys want to check that out. And if you could see how I got started with that, what it is that I've done across the journey. It's been about a month long or so, but yeah, I'm really excited to share that video with you guys. That'll be up tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons, and thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.